What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of WWE SUPERCARD, episode 104. I am your host, Fireproof, and we are going to go over the deck to Road to Glory. It is up already, and it's almost here. It'll be here in early tomorrow morning. We have John Cena, The Big Show, Chris Jericho, Bradshaw, Mark Henry, The Miz, Randy Orton, the best Kane ever, the Attitude Era Kane, which is my favorite Kane. May not liked him back then as a wrestler, but it was one of my favorites compared to now, and I love the way that card looks. And The Undertaker, which my goal is to get The Undertaker. It'll probably start. My deck will probably go good all the way to the end of Randy Orton, like it did last time with Goldust. I probably will do a little bit of sixes and one, or sixes and or threes and ones, or sixes and twos. Mostly the twos for Kane. Then twoing the whole Undertaker. Because I'll probably buy an extra 75 belts just to, depending on how much I use. Normally it'll take me a day to get to here. Well, last time it took me a day to get to Randy Orton. Or was Goldust back then, and the next 2 days of grinding Kane, or grinding the Survivor, Sheamus, and the Roman Reigns card. But I'm pretty positive that I will get the second Undertaker. That'll be my first Survivor Pro. So we'll go look at the deck. I have my 2 event cards that I already have. My Finn, my Alberto Del Rio. Then I have a legendary Shawn Michaels, legendary Triple H, Seth Rollins, Dolph Ziggler, Goldust, Bray Wyatt. Then I have Survivor, Ultimate Warrior, the event card Undertaker, the event card Roman Reigns, Bret Hart. Then the characters that I need to start working on, which would be Daniel Bryan, Edge, Kofi, and Rusev. Then I have legendary Natalya, legendary Pro Natalya, Epic Natalya, and Epic Naomi, and Survivor Naomi. So that'll put me in what, legendary plus, so I should be good to get them. Like I said, none of these would make a pro for me, so I'm wondering what I'll get out of the King of the Ring to help out more, because we did finish our first Survivor King of the Ring and we were just shy of making it to the quarters. So I dropped down because I needed to power up some cards. I dropped back down to legendary, and we are currently 11-5. It's a little tougher. But as you can see here, the reason why it's tougher is because of this right here is my pros, but they're not compatible. They equal out each other. I have the legendary Bayley and Eve, but they're not pros, so but they are compatible, so that is my throwaway tag team. And why you ask if they're my throwaway tag team, why are they green? Because I had a habit of forgetting they're my throwaway tag teams. Or my throwaway tag team divas. But, you know, it is what it is. And I'm waiting for... And Undertaker needs to be improved. He still needs to be improved a lot. Did we go back out too far? No. We'll play some exhibition for a little bit. And it's a Diva match. So we will take out our Paul Heyman support card and our Natalia, and we'll probably get beat. Yep, got beat by a legendary Nikki Bella. But that is okay. I'm hoping to get a pro out of the King of the Ring, whether it's a single or me winning it. I want another Stardust, or I need a Stardust. I need a lot of cards actually, but I need possibly one down arrow and a left arrow. But that's what I need. I just need them because I'm getting all these right arrows. And that's what's hard. That is what's hard. I am going to be right back when I train up these characters because I just reached the card limit. And we're back, so we'll go against... We're trying to gain up more energy and everything. Because if we just use it, and it seems to me like it gets harder and harder the higher you go, either in Legendary or even the bottom of Survivor, that you have to play the game more and more because it seems like you have to train up or energize your characters after every match. And it's funny sometimes. Ooh, that's a cool looking one. That must have been from the PCC one of last year's, or a legendary one of, or a WrestleMania of last year's. And we will lose this one just because of the screw up I went earlier with. I would love another Survivor. Hopefully it would be like a one I could pro, but you know, it is what it is. But we're playing away. Diva Tag Team Power Match. So we'll go with our divas. Our compatible divas. They're not compatible, they level each other out. So it's Alberto versus Alberto. Which one won? Mine won. I noticed depending on the charisma proc, some of the regular or original legendaries will win, but you know, it is okay. Because I don't do much with the charisma, because I just leave that alone. I focus more on their power, toughness, and speed. I gotta start doing more of the charisma, especially if they're a charisma based proc. Well, Team PCC is also over, so we did not do too well like we did last time, but we were in the same general area. It's because that it's not the fact that we don't try, it's just the fact that the way that the matchmaking system is with Team PCC, they should have it based on the regular PCC, where the +1s, or if you use ballots, the +2s, are equal to your team deck level. The 3s or +6s, depending on if you use the ballots again, should be medium level, where anything could happen. And the 5s should be the hardest one of them all. But they're not. And it takes that whole day of when the PCC first starts, that whole network error, lagging, maintenance. It don't take you until it takes you to the next day for you to actually try to play it the right way. And even then it's too late, because you're already dropped back down to the bottom of the totem pole. Well, in that, I congratulate the Team UK and everybody that made it to the event card, or to the survivor card. Can't say event card because they're really not event cards, they're just in-game cards. But you know, it is. They have the time to do it. Whether even if they're working or not, they have the time to play the game. I know I have the time, but not with all that lag. We were frustrated with the second weekend, or second time in a row. My opinion, Cat Daddy and them needs to do something, or reimbursed us about 600 credits and add it on to our account, because I'm sorry, this is the second time this has happened, and they should know better and had it fixed by now. But that's my opinion, that's what I think. Let me know what you guys think. We're at 20 out of 25 energy, so we should be good for right now. We'll make it 21, because I know we do decent against this guy, so this will be the last game for the video. And And I would, if Cat Daddy is listening, I would love to have a custom-made SUPERCARD of the Big Boss Man when he was in his Big Boss Man dress blue attire as a survivor card, so I can put him as my champion, or even a Boss Man in the SWAT, because I think they need to do the Throwback Thursdays again with the old superstars. But I would love to see the Big Boss Man in a survivor card, because I think that would stand it out anymore, or stand it out better. But I have been Fireproof. Thank you for watching, and I will see you guys next time on another episode of WWE SUPERCARDS. Bye-bye.
I'm going now.